The North Sea, often shrouded in mist and known for its rough waters, bore witness to a maritime disaster on March 10, 2025. At precisely 9:48 GMT, the MV Solong, a container ship sailing under the Portuguese flag, collided with the anchored US-flagged oil tanker MV Stena Immaculate. The collision occurred just outside the port of Hull, off the east coast of England. The incident sent shockwaves through the maritime community, raising immediate concerns about casualties and potential environmental damage. The MV Solong, en route from Scotland to the Netherlands, was carrying empty containers. These containers had previously transported sodium cyanide, but thankfully were empty at the time of the collision. The Stena Immaculate, part of the US tanker security program, was anchored and stationary at the time of the impact. The tanker was carrying 220,000 barrels of Jet A, one fuel destined for the US military. It was on its way from Agioi Theodoroi, Greece, to Killingholme, UK. The collision ripped a significant gash into the hull of the Stena Immaculate, sparking a fire and rupturing at least one of its fuel tanks. The Solong, heavily damaged and ablaze, drifted away from the tanker, its fate uncertain. Initial assessments indicated that the Solong was traveling at a speed of 16 knots, or 18 miles per hour, at the time of the collision. Disturbingly, reports suggest that the Solong's bridge was unmanned during the critical moments leading up to the crash. The immediate aftermath of the collision saw a frantic rescue operation. Both vessels had a combined crew of 23 on the Stena Immaculate and 14 on the Solong. Thankfully, 36 of the crew members were successfully rescued and brought to Grimsby, England. However, one sailor from the Solong remains missing and is presumed dead. The search for the missing sailor was called off after an extensive 12-hour operation. In the wake of the incident, authorities acted swiftly. The 59-year-old captain of the MV Solong was taken into custody on suspicion of gross negligence manslaughter. While foul play is not suspected at this time, the captain remains in custody as investigations continue. Multiple agencies, including the UK Marine Accident Investigation Branch, US authorities and Portuguese authorities, have launched investigations into the cause of the collision. Both Crowley, the operator of the Stena Immaculate, and Ernst Russ, the owner of the Solong, are cooperating fully with the investigations. The collision and subsequent fuel spill from the Stena Immaculate have raised serious concerns about the environmental impact on the North Sea. The exact extent of the spill is still being determined, but even a small spill of jet fuel in these waters could have devastating consequences for marine life. The North Sea is home to a diverse ecosystem, including important fishing grounds and seabird colonies, all of which are now at risk. Environmental experts have expressed grave concerns. Alex Lukianov, an oil spill modeler from the University of Reading, warned of potentially severe and long-lasting consequences for the ecosystem. He stressed the need for a rapid and comprehensive response to contain the spill and mitigate the damage. Adding to the concerns, Greenpeace UK and marine ecology experts are closely monitoring the situation, bracing for potential ecological fallout. In response to the incident, authorities have established a 1-kilometre exclusion zone around the vessels. UK authorities, while confirming no immediate threat to public health on shore, have assured the public that they are closely monitoring air and water quality. Transport Minister Mike Kane, addressing the incident, stated that no pollution was observed in the initial reports. He also expressed his condolences, acknowledging the likelihood of the missing sailor's death. Humberside police are actively working to understand the events leading up to the collision and are providing support to those affected. A spokesman for British Prime Minister Keir Starmer echoed the sentiment that foul play is not suspected, emphasising the focus on a thorough and transparent investigation.